Guten Morgen. Buck. This is the way of the race car drivers. This is sick. It's hot. 111. Mr. Jamie K, absolute legend, drove from the UK yesterday. In here we have a bit of a magical JDM surprise. One Mitsubishi Evo, which we're about to get out and show you guys the goodness. You can tell Jamie K's been driving the van because we got house every weekend. Pretty cool Evo this, obviously you guys will know from my social media. I got this from HJA, absolute legends, Harlow Jap Imports. It's a kind of like a time attack car that went round to Scuba, or Scuba, however you say it. Spec is pretty decent. It's not sort of crazy horsepower, it's usable power, about sort of 450 brake. It's got a lovely set of cams in it, so it's nice and lumpy. Guten Morgen. Jamie K's on a massive shit down the van.
Oh yeah.
What's he been eating as well? And the other question is, why is everything on the left?
Yeah, this was also my question.
Who's been driving the van? What's he been eating? Let's have a look. Chicken Caesar wrap, Starbucks cafe latte. Oh god. Jamie's been smashing the petrol stations by the looks of it. He's going to be on the loo for a few hours, I think. To be fair, we were, weren't we? We came back, we ate all these like jambons. You had a meatloaf. Ness bought this sandwich when it just had, I don't even know what animal it was. I was like to Ness, what noise did that animal make? And she was like, wait, like a rat. And yeah, next day she was in trouble. Oh, Evo, baby. I think the spoiler might be the wrong way around. We'll ask the audience, let us know on YouTube, is this the wrong way around? Because normally these like aerofoils, whatever you call them, they go the other way. Oh no. Now it looks normal when you look close. Because you think if you turn it round this way, you're going to have this upper edge there. That's going to push the wind. It's the wrong way, isn't it? We're not aerodynamic professionals, as you guys can imagine, but I think it is the right way. Right, look at this. This is a proper cool Evo. Like I said, it's not like stupid horsepower. It's about 450, 460 horsepower. It's got an HKS GT2 turbo. But yeah, main things are Olin suspension, which is proper expensive, really good for the track. Endless front and rear brakes, so 4 pots on the back, 6 pots on the front. Those brakes alone are about £6,000. And then you've got Advan RG2 wheels and loads of cool things. You've got a Varis carbon fibre front bonnet, Varis carbon fibre rear boots. It's also got, I think, a Varis front bumper or some sort of different front bumper on it as well. Engine is all fully forged as well. It's got forged pistons, forged rods. It's all been rebuilt. And the ethos with this car is really sort of usable power. Yes, you can run 600 brake on these Evos when you forge them. But obviously puts a lot of stress on the drivetrain, on the gearbox and the AYC system. So this car's kind of been built with like reliability in mind. It's also got a set of cams on it as well. I'm not a massive fan of stock Evo sounds, but I do like this one. It's got a set of pretty lumpy cams and you hear when we turn it on, it does sound pretty aggressive. And you've got mirror tints, Ness. So we can like do our makeup and shit. Look, I can do my hair. It's also got a Cusco half cage in the back as well. It's like a 4-point Cusco half cage, which is pretty sweet. Cool car, man. You've driven it as well, haven't you, Ness? And you really like Evos, don't you?
Yeah, I love Evos.
You're a big fan. Now you can live your dream and you can drive an Evo. Because yeah, I'll be using it as much as Nessie Noms. These are really cool. They're quite sort of like race inspired, but sometimes you get the craft mirrors, which are very small. I'm not sure what make these are, but these are actually a little bit bigger, so you can actually get some visibility with them.
Also here, the
mirror, the interior mirror. Yeah, it's got a massive like interior golf mirror. That's quite cool actually, because I guess when you're at a track, you can really kind of get visual sort of awareness around you.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. We got a rear mounted camera on the old Evo. Sounds proper fruity as well. Listen to those cams, man. Whoa, that is some gnarly idle. And there we have it, one Evo safely landed from Englandshire. I think you guys can tell the car looks absolutely savage. That's the little Cusco cage. I was talking about as well. The car was meant to be fully detailed. HJA tried their best. I had a very short time frame to get the car ready for Germany. So they gave the car a quick little detail. We do need to give it a bit more of a spruce, but they certainly did the best they could within the time. Lovely looking brides. Front bucket seat as well, standard Recaro Evo seat, and this is actually an Evo 8 as well if you're wondering, Evo 8. It's got a rally art steering wheel, not overly keen, it's not too bad to be fair, it is a genuine rally art steering wheel, but I might just try and get a different steering wheel. Yeah, not too bad, can't complain. Defi gauges up here, so you've got oil temp, oil pressure, water temp and boost pressure. You've got a fan controller down here, little turbo timer and a lap timer here as well, so you can kind of see what the focus of this car was in Japan. That's your little display for your HKS boost controller. Quite mad as well, it's got kind of like checkered metal floor mats, which is certainly very race car. It does look super aggressive, this Evo. I'm not kind of a fan of the later Evos. When they look like this though, I really do like them. Oh, that's so light, that bonnet, literally weighs nothing. Engine bay is proper tidy. You can just about see you've got the HKS GT2 turbo down there. Nice little blitz filter. Nice little Cusco stock race as well. Endless brakes, lovely bit of kit. These, they're a 6-pot front like I mentioned before, and you've got a twin floating disc as well just to kind of dissipate the heat. On the back only it's a 4-pot, so a slightly smaller caliper. But yeah, these brakes are proper expensive and a really nice bit of kit. That's your Varis carbon fibre boot as well, so proper light, and a very cool GT wing as well. That's a quick little look at the Cusco cage. You've got a tiny little bit of sort of gusseting there. And there are some harnesses as well to go in it, which you will get fitted at some point. These do have quite a lot of room in the back if you're looking for kind of a 4-door practical sort of performance car. These are really cool. Obviously you do have the roll cage like with the diagonal rear bar, but you could remove that if you want to put people in the back. Jamie and I are actually heading off to Hungary in about 2 hours to go and pick up the Sora. He's actually just asleep at Ness, just getting a little bit of rest. Today we're just going to cruise down to the Mosul, get some 102 octane for the beast, and I'm going to let Nessie have a little drive as well and show you guys a bit of the performance of the car. And then once we're back from Hungary, we'll do a proper cinematic video using the gimbal, and probably get Ness's car out at the same time as well and do some cool sort of B-ride bashing. Hopefully that gives you guys an idea on the new Monky London Evo. Sick. Listen to that cami goodness, man. Timmy, very cool man. We're going to be doing some Nürburgring adventures with this very fine German. Well, hey, here she comes, Nessie Lombos. Yeah, very sick.
You're ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Should we do a race?
Okay.
I think you beat me. Right, Evo, first ever drive in Germany. To be fair, we didn't drive it much in England, did we?
Not really,
couple of
no.
times. Yeah.
Some wrecks.
Yeah, we did a few. Well, you did a few little Jonettes. It's great for Nessie Noms as well because she can kind of jump in different cars all the time and get a real sort of feel for them all. And it just makes you a much more advanced driver, you know, because you try so many different cars all the time. Eventually, it's kind of like muscle memory with them.
Yeah. And how's the feeling for you? You're driving better on the left-hand side with a right-hand drive car?
Yeah, as in, yeah, it's confusing, isn't it? Because now I'll be honest, it's quite confusing.
Yeah.
But left-hand drive I can drive normally. It's about being like an advanced driver with left-hand drive, you know. So I can drive it like a normal person.
Yeah.
But when I try and drive like John mode, obviously having the gear on the right-hand side doesn't feel very natural.
Yeah.
So I think you just need a lot more seat time.
Okay, yeah.
I'll be honest, you're probably a better driver in left-hand drive than I am. I think you are, man. They're very responsive, these cars, aren't they? Because you think it's only a little 4-cylinder. They've got quite a lot of get up and go. It's a very light engine as well. It's a bit like an SR20, really.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a sort of slightly more advanced SR20. One of the great attributes about this car is Öhlins suspension. They're really at the top of their game. It's beautiful coilovers. They're very expensive, but you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. But these coilovers are great on track, and they're also really nice on the roads. They don't sort of overly bump.
So hard.
Yeah, they don't feel. They can kind of take bumps and flat surfaces.
It's not like in my S40.
Yeah, that's quite. Yeah, it's a little bit too stiff. It's like nice power levels, isn't it? It's not stupid, but it's usable.
Yeah.
I'm not very keen on the dump valve, the noise it makes.
Huh?
Sounds a bit like it's sneezing.
And it's a 6 speed. backwards.
Gearboxes on these, they're not particularly weak, they're not particularly strong either, so you do have to be a little bit careful. In my old Evo 8, I went through 2 gearboxes and 3 clutches as well, and that's really for doing the launches.
Okay.
Because you know, you see the rally cars and you see them on the start line, like, bang, and they do fly off the line. But if you keep doing that all the time, it can sort of put a lot of wear on the transfer box, the gearbox, and the AYC system. I am quite new to Germany, I don't know the roads 100% yet, but once I learn this road, it's going to be...
This road, you need to learn this road.
It's a sick road. Nessie Knobs knows this road like the back of her hand, and she's proper sick coming down here. We'll let you go back up it and give it some beans. This is the hill we probably told you guys before, as your brakes get so... When you come downhill, oh, the level, that you know, the amount of force that go through the brakes, they get so hot, don't they?
Yeah. Also with your BMW, with your M3.
Oh yeah. We got literally halfway down, and like I said, the brakes in that car, they look nice and they're great if you want to do a few little accelerations, but really when you get proper temperature in them, they can't fucking take it. And you'll say that as well, you'll see it, Leon. when she gets to Arrow, man, there's fucking like smoke coming off the fucking brakes. But it kind of does show you, it's all very well having performance and having good handling, but you really do need good brakes as well when you really start to get on it, when you start to get a lot of temperature. And you really sort of see it on a road like this, don't you, when you're going down a big hill.
I'm a big fan of Evo.
Yeah. What's your favourite Evo though? Do you like
Evo 6?
You prefer the sort of slightly older ones? Yeah. The 6 is like the classic Evo shape.
Yeah.
I'm actually a massive fan of the Evo 1 and 2. The original, very early, like old school ones. They look kind of quite simple, but I think one of those with a nice set of wheels and like 400 horsepower forged engine is a really sort of cool, sleepy. They didn't look quite as aggressive as the later ones.
Yeah.
If you look at like 3s, 4s and 5s and 6s, they started to get the very big lights at the front. They look very like rally cars, whereas the early ones kind of look more like a sort of normal standard saloon, you know. And let us know in the comment section, what is your favourite Evo? Obviously you've got 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, which is this one. Then you had the 9, which was kind of the last of this kind of era of car, and then they went to the 10, which I don't mind the 10s, but they're not a personal favourite. They're kind of quite modern and they're a bit heavier. And like, there's probably loads of 10 owners out there that would kind of argue this, but for me, it kind of lost a little bit of the magic. But they're still kind of cool cars in their own right. And 10 was the last ever Evo. They stopped making them after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're never making Evos ever again.
Which year is the 10?
I think 10. Oh, I'm not too sure. Yeah, let us know in the comment section, when did the 10s run up to? We better start getting some promotion, some commission from Aral, man. We're like promoting the shit out of Aral. Everyone's
Really?
going to come to Germany and want Aral, man. So Aral, if you're watching, free petrol please. Clutch in this isn't too bad as well. It's not like a standard clutch, it is a little bit more aggressive, but you can certainly use it round town pretty easily. Yeah, Aral!
Oh no!
Yeah, it's actually called anal in English. But
I know.
Nessie loves the Aral.
I love it.
102 baby, 1010 baby. We've already got about half a tank at the moment, so yeah, we'll brim her up, use it up, and then we'll get a full tank of Aval in there. We currently got 99 Shell V-Power in there, so pretty good fuel nonetheless. Here we go. So Mrs. Nessie Nom's just going to give the Evo a little rag back up the hill. Nessie's just discovering the one issue with an Evo, and that is an absolutely terrible turning circle.
Yeah.
So when you go full lock on the car, you haven't actually got a lot of steering angle. I mean, these cars weren't really designed with drifting in mind, but even compared to a normal road car, they've got very little lock. So where you'd normally need to do like a 3-point turn in a regular car, you need to do a 5-point turn in an Evo. Nessie's kind of like me, she likes to have her seat quite low, because the lower you are in the car, the lower the centre of gravity, the more you can kind of get your butt on the floor and feel what the car's doing. So yeah, the only disadvantage is you sometimes do look like a small child driving the car. This is the way of the race car drivers. race car world, it is quite hard to get a compromise between road and track. Obviously track's very flat, and they kind of design the coilovers like with the bound rates and the rebound rates. They kind of make it suitable for a flat surface. When you start getting bumps and stuff, you can't really have a coilover that does both, but somehow Öhlins managed to find that real nice sweet spot, don't they?
Yeah.
I guess what really appeals to me with this car, Nessie, is just it's so usable, isn't it? You could daily this car. It's not actually that hard to drive at all, is it? Compared to the R32.
Yeah, I think it's also a good daily.
Yeah. Not quite surviving. Monky London sunglasses as well. Chuck them on, Nessie. You look fabulous in these glasses. They're about to be released. Yeah, these aren't Ray-Bans. These are literally Monky London well, not homemade glasses. They're professionally made glasses. But yeah, spent a long time making these. I hope you guys are really going to like them. Ah, best restaurant in town. What's it called?
Gassenhof.
Gassenhofs. Yeah, if you're coming to this sort of area or near Nürburgring, check out Gassenhof. It is the best restaurant in town. The guy is like, he's quite old, needs a blessing. The guy's been there for a long time, you were saying, like 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
But the food quality is next level. He does an amazing sirloin steak. And the prices, it's so cheap. Literally 19 euros, yeah, which is about 16 quid. You can get a full sirloin steak, French fries, massive salad, and it's like a big salad, really, all freshly made, and a little thing of spinach as well for 16 quid. You couldn't get that in England. You pay 16 quid just for the steak by itself, let alone the rest of the stuff. So yeah, if you're passing by, definitely check him out. Sick restaurant. This is actually quite a bad road. You guys can kind of see the Öhlins really do take up the bumps quite well. It is not soft. The car is stiff and it obviously handles very well, but they definitely are a nice sort of compromise between road and track. That pretty much wraps up this cheeky little vlog. I thought it'd be nice to kind of just give you guys a little intro into the car and let Nessie Noms have a little go. Definitely feeling that RL. Car feels a lot more responsive. Yeah, it feels good, man. She feels healthy. Jamie and I are going to be heading off in about an hour to Hungary. We'll be doing a separate video on that, so that's something for you guys to look forward to. And yeah, like I said, we'll be doing a lot more videos on Nessie's car and the Evo. We'll do a proper review on both the cars. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this cheeky little episode. Bye from Mr. Monky, bye from my gorgeous lady, and yeah, see you guys soon.